And of course, the history between these two teams, as we get to see the initial face-off here, and it looks like we'll get things started here at the top of the first quarter of play. So get that clock going, and Virginia and Towson will match off here in this one.
Pressure early on from Towson right off the face-off. I think the super balanced production from, their graduate senior attackmen.
And those were the two guys that really came up big in their win over UMBC the other day, right? I mean, it was Weissauer with 5 goals, DeMeo with 4 of his own. So 9 of the 17 that they scored just came from those two guys. And they've really been at the forefront of the attack this year.
Yeah, no doubt. Just dynamic players. I coached against, really tough for the goalie to turn pipe to pipe and make that save. You can see Matt Noon struggling in the cage to get there, but not a lot of hope if you're going to allow those doorstep shots.
Yeah, that's got to be really tough to defend, right? I mean, he made that spin stop towards one side of the net and then came across, and then the pass back to that.
A little bit of bully ball and a nice finish there for 26.
So Virginia gets on the board as it's now a 2-1 game with 8.5 to go.
Yeah, it's funny, just the talent that Virginia, that guy right there.
So now with the face-off, it'll be Towson trying to take control. As that one skips away. And in a tie game now, they're going to have to try and get back on.
Nice cut there and finish for Towson.
So that puts the Tigers up 3-2 as they take a 1-goal lead here with about 7.5 to go in quarter number 1. And they'll get right back on offense and try and extend that lead. So that's sort of got to be the plan, right? Is just to stay in front as long as you can and not let Virginia not only tie it up, which they just did, but come out in front like that and grab it out of the air and then almost in one motion sling it right back towards the net to score the 4th goal of the day for the Towson Tigers. So they're up 4-2. It's a 2-goal lead for them here at home, and there's about 6 minutes to go here in quarter number 1.
Yeah, number 0 to number 1 there. 0-1 for Towson. Alex Rosell on the feed. I like the way, again, yeah. But, I'm not sure the players are aware of that. I don't know if they read the game notes and know the history of the rivalry, but all I know is that Towson's fired up. They're playing tough and competitive, and, these guys aren't going to back down from anybody here in their home stadium.
Yeah, I'm sure there's no care for the history between the two. It's all about, what's going on in the field now with these guys, and they certainly are bringing it so far here early in this one. I mean, able to take advantage of a couple of
Hamburger, wins the first round there.
Yeah, heavyweight is a good way to describe it. I mean, that was a powerful overhand shot that he put in right in front of the net, and that'll be his first goal of the day as we get the face-off here at midfield. Virginia's got it again. Maybe they'll try and put another quick one on. Down by 2, 3.5 to go in quarter number 1. There's another shot
to go to McCabe Millen, but talk about a kid who knows where to be and absolutely has a really, really high lacrosse IQ. So not a shock that he's in the right spot. He's able to scoop that ground ball up and bury it.
Yeah, that's Millen's first goal of the day. It's his 16th of the year. And now we've got a high velocity shot from the top that didn't go. Fighting for it now, and it's picked up by Virginia. Man knocked down.
Again.
And on the transition again. Can they complete and finish on this one? Trying to tie it up. The powerful shot. And he laid it through the back of the net. We're all tied up at 5 as Virginia strikes again here with 1:24 to go in the first quarter.
Number 44, Ben Weyer, is off to just an incredible start to this season. 22 ground balls for this Virginia team. That leads the team by far. And here you see he's able to just come right down Charles Street, finish with authority. Obviously, Towson doesn't want to slide up field off of Peyton Cormier. So Weyer is able to bury the rock. And again, those are those juice goals, right? 3 straight goals now for Virginia. Last one was a pole goal in transition. Let's see if they can keep kind of running with this juice that they have.
Yeah, they start with possession once again here in the final about 1:10 to go in the first quarter of play. And you know, they've been scoring in bunches. Those goals that sort of make the difference, right? The ones that you can scrape together that we've seen a little bit from either side today. As these final 10 seconds will start to tick down here at the end of quarter number 1. A long pass towards the net. Will they get one through? It looks like they did. Oh, wow. In the final seconds of quarter number 1, that ball found the back of the net as Towson ties it up 6 apiece.
Yeah, the rope unit getting it done for Towson. Reese Potter on the feed. And Matt Constantinides taking a hit. Getting jacked up, right? Going over to the sideline. Like, what's good? We are in this, fellas. What an awesome start to this game. An electric first quarter here in Baltimore.
And that is the perfect way to head into the quarter break.
And your score after the first quarter, your Tigers 6, Virginia 6.
By 1. And they're able to tie it back up at 6. Second tie to make it 6 apiece has got us excited for this second quarter of play.
Absolutely. Playmaking all over the field. Right, we had some transition goals. We had some really nice cutting goals and finishes. And we're fired up for the second quarter here as we resume action.
And it's got to be a really important for Towson as they pick up this ground ball here, and we'll move on the offensive. A slingshot towards the net does not go as it missed wide, and it'll remain tied at 6. But it should be important for them to sort of look to build on the momentum at the end of that here as Towson gets out back in front. That makes it 7-6, so they're up by 1. 14.5 to go here in quarter number 2 as we're just getting started. And tough defense to knock that one away as Virginia keeps possession. Down by 1 now. Running out from the corner. Cutting the pass forward, out in front, and we're good.
He's in for the faceoff.
Really nice finish there from number 1.
So after the Spagnoli penalty, Schellenberger able to cash in his 13th goal. Jack Boyden with the assist, his 9th of the year. And Virginia will get back out on offense and try and extend the lead or get out in front. Looking at the top, a sidearm shot too wide.
Dodging hard to that pipe, putting his stick back to his right hand to the middle of the field, and he's able to bury.
It's always fun to see guys, put their shoulder down, just bum rush their way past the defender like that, like he did, and he's able to get himself in close for the shot.
Yeah, you got to be a tough dodger if you want to play big-time Division I lacrosse. Right? You can't let a small cross-check throw you off your line. You got to lean in and own your path to the goal. I think is a way that I was taught. You see Mayer there is no stranger to the offensive end. He's able to catch and hammer that. Give Schellenberger the assist.
It's his 3rd goal of the season, and you're right there, another assist for Schellenberger as it's 9-7. Virginia out in front by 2. And with about 10:15 to go here in the first half. So now they have possession once again and will attempt to put some cushion on that lead.
Honestly, no one's really been saving Weishauer's shots today as he nets his 4th.
So 9-8 is the score. Virginia out in front by 1. And
4 for 4 on the day for Weishauer. So
very efficient so far in this one.
You got to keep feeding him the rock.
You might have jinxed Morris there, but you do have the
DeMeo with the slick assist.
And Villagomez has been good this year. 14 points. He's got 10 goals and 4 assists on the year. The sophomore has been a good piece for this Towson team.
Yeah, the core group of Towson's offense is really, really solid. Calling a couple of their games last year, it was a group of freshmen that, you're going to go through some ups and downs with them, and then coming into this year, you hope that they continue to improve. They get that game experience. You've certainly seen it with Weishauer today. Villagomez is on the board now. And then, Roussel is, again, another guy who's come in. He has 3 assists today for them. So just the landscape has been very simple for him. He's been able to score and produce at a really quality rate, and he's just another kind of arrow in this quiver for the Virginia offense.
17 points now on the season for him. As we get a quick pass down the middle, that one is going to be stopped and it goes out towards the corner.
Just a little too cute there from Virginia. I thought Mayer well offensively. And we're going to see whoever's defense, I think, it steps up here is going to be the team that takes home the win here.
Yeah, a very volatile scoring half in the first half as we get off to a quick start here. Towson with possession.
Get production from those role players like Gallagher. You know, they're filling the stat sheet up and they're matching. They're going toe-to-toe with this vaunted Virginia offense.
And, you know, if you've got a name like Chop Gallagher, you got to be able to have a shot like that. Like you said, just chopping straight down. And there's another big shot that's going to miss wide.
Ooh, big opportunity in transition here. I like the way Towson's pushing. And Schellenberger to Cormier. How many times have we heard that over the past couple seasons? A lot.
Certainly a classic with those two. And Cormier now has 2 goals on the day, so he joins Schellenberger and Millen with 2 apiece. As the ball has been spread around so far for Virginia in this one. Up by 1 now. 11-10 is the score. And 11:15 to go here in quarter number 3.
And John, again, we add in a 3 for 5 shooting. This kid can do it all. He's going to be a household name for years to come. He already has been. Just an incredible player. And another ground ball by Ben Weyer off the wing.
Weyer has really been taking over the middle of this field and able to get his team in a good position to score on the other end, so he does it again there. And yeah, Schellenberger, I mean, he just had a great game. 3 goals now.
Again, Virginia's all-time leading goal scorer in a storied program with some of the best lacrosse players of all time. Cormier stands alone at the top.
3 goals on 12 shots today, and you know, a guy like that, he's just going to keep taking those shots and eventually they'll fall, right? He started the game, I think it was 7 or 8 shots without a goal. Get through with the final 2 minutes here of the third quarter. Face off, which way will it go? As they scramble for it, and it looks like it will be Virginia's ball. .145 on the clock here. So that's the 6th assist of the day for Schellenberger, and that's going to tie him in the all-time program record for career assists, 159, tied with Tim Whiteley. So his next assist will get him sole possession of that milestone. And another shot goes in at the end of the third quarter. 2 seconds left on the clock, and they find the back of the net again.
Cormier is on fire. Let the boy cook. Anything he catches right now, he is burying in the back of the net, including this 40-yard pass at the end of the quarter. He's feeling it.
And that's exactly what is going to get the team pumped up as they wait for the final couple of seconds to tick off the clock here in quarter number 3, as their lead has been extended. It's 16-10 as Cormier cashes in again. He's got Virginia, the visitors here today, are up by 6. They've got a 16-10 lead heading into the final quarter, as the home team Tigers have done a good job of sticking close with them pretty much the entire game. But towards the end of that third quarter, Virginia was really able to pull away, including a couple of nice goals by
Virginia's. And they're doing a nice job. You've got to feed the hot hand. That's what I love about lacrosse. It's such a momentum, flowy sport. I think Virginia all knows Cormier's feeling it right now, and they're going to keep feeding the beast. They got numbers here.
See what they can do with it on the advantage as that one gets past.
Just a super high IQ lacrosse player. The double team is drawn. You get the ball. The first place you should look is inside to the crease. Great team offense.
That's 8 points on the day for Cormier.
Record he broke. Connor Gill. Schellenberger now stands alone at the top.
And it was something that we pointed out at the top of the broadcast that would be something to look for as
Matt Constantinides with the top goal, and that goal presented by West Bank by all accounts better.
a little bit closer for them, but you know, this recent stretch that Virginia has been on has really allowed them to take over the game, and punctuated by that assist number 7 by Schellenberger. So he's got 160 in his career, and he holds the program record, like you mentioned, Tim White,
so far for the sophomore.
Goal number 12 for him on the year. And he makes it a 7-goal game as Virginia still has a big lead here with about 10:40 to go in quarter number 4. Now, Towson's got possession here as the Tigers at home down by 7 will try and continue to bite into that deficit.
Kind of like a hockey shot into the empty net.
And they really made him earn that first goal of the game, as he's somehow able to twist that one through into the net, taking that big shot. So it's 19-13. That's the score. It's a 6-goal game. Virginia out in front on the road here. Is about 4.5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. And Towson down by 6. Kind of worked in the reverse there. I mentioned recently how Weishauer had sort of quieted down. He must have heard us up. Now Virginia racing down, and a big shot straight down the middle that was denied.
Is a legitimate national championship contender. Your offense looked really good at times today. Defensively, a tough matchup, but you got to be proud of the effort, right? And I think that's a staple of this team, and this will bode well for them as they move into conference play. Right?
Yeah, they're going to face Drexel in their next matchup, and they certainly have looked
And
good.
your final score for today's game, Virginia 19, Tigers 15.
To wrap things up.